Hey guys, King in the North here, back with some more Bloodborne. Last episode, we pushed through, I want to say, the rest of Old Yarn. We have a boss fight coming up. A couple things to do to prepare for that. For this boss, you'll want to equip Antidote for sure. If you have the pungent blood cocktails, these will be really helpful during the fight, as it acts as almost like a luring skull. It distracts the boss so you can get some extra hits in, and bolt of cocktails aren't a bad option either. But we're going to leave Antidote on for now. We're going to
Welcome home,
do
good hunter.
a level up real quick.
What is
This next boss,
Very well.
I want to say, is kind of
Let the echoes
a skill
your strength.
and level check, essentially.
Let me
This boss has a grab attack that does a ton of damage, but it'll also poison you, and you'll start taking poison ticking damage before the animation for the grab ends, and you can stand back up and pop an antidote. So you want to make sure you have plenty of health, or max health going into this fight. 19 points should be good enough for it, but that's to, if you're unable to avoid the grab, that's why you want the extra HP. 2 points, and 2 more points for strength. That looks pretty good. But let's go. Let's get a point in endurance for now. Right, 216 echoes. We also got that one blood tinge gem. I believe we can equip that to the pistol. Yeah. Blood attack up, but it's 1.8, so that's nice. We can't upgrade yet because, like I said, we need the different the twin bloodstone shards for the axe, but the hunter's pistol, we just need more soul or echoes. Probably not gonna bother with that. All right, we should be good to go here. Leveled up. We have plenty of vials, silver bullets. Yeah, we should be good. Alright, we'll head back to Old Yharnam. I want to give a quick rundown of this boss. In my opinion, it's probably one of the harder bosses in the game, especially up to this, definitely up to this point. Boss moves very fast. You can get under some of the sweep attacks, but it's a 3-phase fight. First phase, it's manageable. Second phase, there's a light poison mist around the boss, and anytime it hits you, will build your poison bar. In the third phase, it's a lot more toxic, and will build your poison bar up a lot faster per hit, and I believe just standing near it will start to apply poison. So, with that said, it's a lot of dodging and taking quick hits. This might not be the best weapon for it, but this boss is, I want to say, much easier to parry than a lot of things that we've encountered so far. And that's how I'm going to try and take this boss out, is by getting parries off on it. When I go in there, I'm going to try to keep walking to the right side of the boss and see if I can get parries off just before he moves forward with an attack. By moving to the right, you actually have a really good angle and positioning on the boss to make sure your bullet connects with the target. I probably won't talk too much during it so I can focus. It's a lot going on, but hopefully we'll get through it. Okay. The run to this boss is a little deadly. There's a wolf behind us. I'm going to try running by him. I believe he does have a pretty long aggro range on him. Grab this item. Hunter's mark. Oh, this is Blood Shard buddy here. There are 3 enemies down here, I believe. That red light is a summon. Going into this, I am going to pop blood bullets right from the start. These guys are hitting hard, aren't they? Alright, let's pop this. I probably should have popped the bullets and then started hitting that guy to save a blood vial. There's one more item. I think it's on this side. Maybe in the back here. Just trying to keep an eye out for enemies as well. Alright. Took more damage here than I wanted. We'll be okay. So boss is in here. Like I said, I'm going to do my best to get parries off here and time it. You want to shoot just as he's starting to move forward with attacks. I think almost all of his attacks are parryable. So there's plenty of opportunity to get parries off, and the visceral attacks do a ton of damage. Second and third phase, there's poison. That's why I have the antidote equipped. And in the third phase, because he's so aggressive and does so much damage and attacks super fast, I'm going to throw the pungent blood cocktails into the wall. It'll aggro him towards the wall and allow us to get a couple hits in, and I may end up throwing the blood cocktails in there as the Molotov cocktails in there as well. A little bit extra damage. So with that, let us get started. I want to pull him out to the center of the room. There's a little bit more room to work with when he starts doing long lunge attacks. Didn't get the visceral attack on there like I had wanted to. Alright, reset here. Phase 2 is coming. Should be phase 2 right here. Nope. Got a little bit more to go before that phase, I guess. Alright, now we're in phase 2. We'll see poison begins to build up here as well. That's why I said you want to use the pungent blood cocktails here. I'm hoping he'll... I may have been too far away. That's a blood AoE, or a poison AoE attack. See, I'm getting poison build up on me, and I'm not even getting hit by him right now. It's because just by standing near him, he puts poison. I promise you that fight is not easy. I've just gotten really good at parries. I didn't think that was going to go that smooth. But, that's a very difficult boss fight. That is Bloodstarved Beast. You get a chalice from completing that, if that is your first playthrough, I believe. It didn't pop up for me. You'll also get a trophy for it. You should get 2 trophies, one for completing Bloodstarved Beast, and one for getting the chalice. But made that boss blood-starved bitch, I guess. So we'll light this lantern. You know what? I have a lot. There's items I could pick up, but let's not go back just yet. I haven't used a bunch of items, so we'll go pick up the things that I ran by to get to this fight. think there's one more enemy out here. I'm not really worried about killing it. If it's sleeping somewhere, I'll just leave it be. I believe we passed a couple items running by that wolf. I don't think there was anything else back here other than that, the hunter's mark that we already got. That is the wolf that dropped down last episode when we went back to this alleyway here. It's got red eyes, so... create a little bit of distance here. It's pretty good on his part. Skull. Alright. Grab this item. Stone shards. This is the area we ran through, killed that guy on the... It's the building we ran out of. I thought there was more. I guess not. Alright, we'll head back to the hunter's dream. We'll do a quick level up and maybe peek into the next area that we have to head to next. I was a little surprised that went as well. I thought this was going to be a couple attempts. So I didn't do a whole lot of research in the next area, because I didn't plan on this going as well as it did. And from memory, I don't believe we come back to this area. We just come here to get that chalice. She's probably up here. Oh, and you know what? We could probably also go over the insight. There's an insight vendor. If you let insight build up too much, you're going to start seeing enemies pop up in different areas. It comes from having extra insight. So it's worth it to spend a little bit of that. So for this goes up 2 still. Okay, we're just short of another level. Let's go with the stamina. This is the insight vendor. You can buy the blood cocktails here for 1 insight if you want to bring extra into that fight that we just did. There's also really good upgrade items here, so you can like actually end up buying the shards and the different levels of them eventually. I guess we have to obtain a certain item to unlock that in this vendor. There is gear in here. And Gascoigne's gear is actually pretty decent, I believe. So is the Ashen Hunter set. I don't have the Ashen Hunter set, right? Because I get confused as to what sets I have. No, I don't have the Ashen Hunter. Alright, let's take a quick look real quick and see what like the physical defense looks like on some of these. The resistances are going to start to matter soon. We are going to have some areas where having extra resistance is going to pan out for us. It says 90 physical. This is 100. I'm going to buy his set. I think the resistances are a little better on this. I want to burn through all my insight, because I believe you have to have some kind of insight in order to be able to level up. I don't really want to lose that. I mean, I have the Madman's knowledge too, so it's not, I guess it's not the end of the world. But his set is actually pretty badass looking. Pretty cool looking. Alright, we are going to head back to the Cathedral Ward. This is where we have to go back to for our next area of progression. There's a door that opened up heading through there. I just want to peek into it real quick to see if I remember the area real well off the top of my head. If I do, we'll definitely push through it. If not, I might have to call it an episode and see and do research on where items are so I don't miss anything as we're running through it. Okay. I don't know if he has any extra dialogue.
Ah, this here's a spot. If you find any sacrifices.
No. Oh, she's still being grumpy. I'm not gonna bother with her. This is the door that opened up. Should be an elevator. Yeah. I believe you can actually roll out to one of those windows. Oh yeah, this is one of the gunners. It's off of him. I believe this might be our first emblem. Yeah. Okay, there's a gunner up there. There's two gunners up there. This guy's coming. You know what, guys? I'm gonna call this an episode here. I remember the path at the bottom, but I'm not remembering the actual building inside. Yeah, I'm gonna call this an episode here. Next episode, we'll push forward, go into this new area, and see how that goes. I want to make sure I don't miss any important items, especially because we're getting a little bit deeper into this, and need to make sure we're on point with everything we're doing. So for now, guys, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next episode. Peace.